and we said, we're going to make a positive, wholesome show. And I'll never forget the first upfront we were at. Um, the guy who came on the panel after us, I won't say his name, but he said that show is going to make it 3 episodes and fail because no one wants to watch a positive show. He was wrong. We've been able to, really tackle a lot of heavy subjects from infertility to breast cancer to all of our mission trips to Haiti. And we've been able to, we opened up 4 restaurants on the show, launched a lot of different brands. So we've been able to really, we made a positive show again, where people got a vitamin without them knowing they take a vitamin. And to this day, people will come up to me and they'll say, thank you. My wife got a mammogram because she watched the Giuliana and Bill show, or my family now knows our struggle with infertility because you guys were the first really to talk about it. Infertility, people were ashamed to admit. And we kind of said, we're going to throw it out there, and help people through this platform that God gave us. And it did a lot of good for a lot of people.
Absolutely. There are ways to do reality TV in a positive aspect.
Yeah.
Speaking of flipping tables, every year, there's all these rumors that there are going to be new housewife franchises, and whether that happens or not, we have Salt Lake, it's only 5 years old, but Chicago always comes up. It always comes up in the chatter of so if you finish this, you're on vacation right now, you go and you find Giuliana and your son at the pool, and Giuliana says, guess what, Bill? While you were talking to David about mega brands, my phone rang and it was Andy Cohen. And guess what? Andy called me. They're coming to Chicago and he's interested in me to be a Real Housewife. How would you feel about this?
She would never do it. There's no, my wife it's a great show. It's great entertainment. But if she wanted to do it, I'll support her, but I don't see a world where that ever happens. And I love Andy Cohen and obviously what they've done over at Bravo is magnificent. But I just don't see that really fitting into our life, at this particular time. And my wife's became an incredible entrepreneur herself. She's got the #1 brand on the Home Shopping Network, just killing it there and just delivering great products at affordable prices and, top notch style and trends. And I'm really proud of the entrepreneur that she's become.
I just thought I would will that into the universe.
Yeah,
so
no,
go.
Listen, you never know, but it's great, but I don't think it fits with the Rancic, I guess, future.
Well, you guys are busy, but talk about mega brands. Maybe, season 3, Bravo could be, you talk about Netflix, but what they have done at Bravo, the
incredible
marketing and all of that. It's just like you look at BravoCon, people it's branding. It's an exercise in branding, I think.
It's a masterclass in branding. Yeah, they've done an incredible job over there. And, the people are ravenous for those shows. It's appointment viewing. They have parties to watch the housewife shows. It's crazy.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, all joking aside, I ask about Giuliana becoming a housewife, but it's so hard to stay married. You guys have written a book on it. I do now. What? You're both in the public eye. She's busy at HSN. You're busy with mega brands and all your businesses. Tell all these wonderful people listening, what is the secret, Bill? 17 years. What is the secret? So,
well, it's the F word. You got to have fun, without having fun in your life and in your marriage, it doesn't work, and it's trust and it's communicating and compromise. You gotta be willing to make compromises along the way. And, for us early on, we took a vow and we said, I do. And we take those vows very seriously, and for good times or bad. And that's something that in life happens. We have ups and downs. We have struggles, but we stay committed to each other and we try to lift each other up when one of us is down. And that's the most important thing. You gotta know that we're going all the way to the end in this, and there's no quitting. We don't quit.
That's good advice. How is Giuliana? How's the family?
She's amazing. She was just back there. I don't know where she's at, but she's amazing. Duke's amazing. He's just having a great time, and we're very blessed to have the opportunities and the life that we have, and everyone's healthy. That's the most important thing.
That is truly the most important thing.
Yeah.
Are there any brands, mega brands, season 3? I mentioned Bravo. Are there any other brands that you could see, for season 3? You'll be back. Let's hope Peyton Manning is back. Anything on your radar of like, wow, this brand story is just so interesting.
Well, that's what I love about the show, because literally this show could go on forever, because mega brands are being created. They're going away. There's so many fun brands out there, I think, that we can explore. We've just scratched the surface. And I think it's going to be, each season's going to get better and better and better.
Did you learn anything about yourself from this show, Mega Brands? Just or like, oh, maybe I did something wrong in business, or did you learn anything?
For sure, I've done things wrong. I think when I look back, on one of the first companies I started when I was 24 years old, as much as I talk about taking risk, I was very risk adverse. And I think as an entrepreneur, you take risks, but you take calculated risks. And I would have, had I known back then, I was so young, I would have really valued data more, right? And made decisions based on knowledge rather than decisions based on emotion. And that's how I operate now in business. I don't use emotion anymore. I use knowledge and data, and usually that leads you into the right direction.
I say
Emotion
that
gets you
all
into
the
trouble.
time. Emotion gets you into trouble. And like, I
Yeah.
love numbers. Like, I love, everyone thinks I have such a social business, but I look at the analytics and the data. Like, I majored in accounting. I have a business, but
Okay. So you
I
get it.
love data. I love the data. The numbers tell a story, right?
Well, and the numbers don't lie. Emotions can lie to you, right? Because your mind can really trick you and play games. Numbers, they're never going to lie to you. They tell the story, but they tell the truth.
Exactly. I say that
Yeah.
all the time. You are busy as we wrap up. You are busy with mega brands on the History Channel, but reboots are such a thing these days. Like, look, Arnold Schwarzenegger tried it. Donald is busy.
Yeah.
If your phone rings and it's not Andy Cohen, but it's your other good friend Mark Burnett, and he's like, "Listen, Bill, take a break from Mega Brand season 2, and before season 3 comes back on the History Channel, we want to revise The Apprentice. We want you. Look, Giuliana, Donald had his people. Arnold, Giuliana could be
Yeah.
one of your people sitting up there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Would you guys do that?
For sure. I mean, it's an iconic brand. It's a great, opportunity for people to come in and showcase their wares. Obviously, that's never going to happen, because there's so many other great, mega billionaires out there who could fill that chair if Donald didn't do it. But if the call came, of course I would serve.
You never know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, I appreciate you taking your time, especially since you're on vacation. And, again, for everyone, the mega brands that built America on the History Channel, April 28th at 9 p.m. And then it's every Sunday at 9 p.m. after that. And you can watch it on streaming platforms and everywhere you can find the History Channel. So
I'll see y'all on Sunday nights. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for this season. I really thank you again for taking your time to chat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you next season, I hope.
Next season.
Okay.
Absolutely. Take
Thank you.
care.
I appreciate
Bye.
it. Bye bye.